Welcome to Loose Mesh, the lacrosse podcast, the place where the tape's off, the gloves are off, and the stories come straight from the barn. From rookie bus rides to championship runs, we're breaking down the game with the players, the legends, and the voices that live it. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a pro chasing rings, grab a cold one, string up the stick, and let's get loose.
Welcome back to the pod. Today we have a doubleheader for the people. We're joined by two electrifying stars of the Rochester Knighthawks, Ryan Lanchbury and Thomas McConvey. From clutch goals to relentless compete, we're diving into the life of the NLL, the Knighthawks locker room, and what it takes to perform at the highest level. Let's get into it. Boys, let's start off with this. You both came from different paths to Rochester. What's one thing that you learned about the NLL that actually helped you more than you expected once you got here?
For me, it was just the size and physicality of the game. Coming from junior, I was always one of the bigger guys on the floor, and you're kind of able to get to where you want and move bodies around a little bit easier. Whereas in the NLL, obviously, all the defenses are big bodies, and so just learning the savviness of how to use your leverage and use your body in the right way. And I think we've had a lot of guys that can do that on our team with Waters and Smith. We got a lot of big bodies out there, so I've learned from them, and just ways to be savvy and get open in different ways than you could in junior.
Yeah, I mean that pretty much hit the nail on the head. The game's super fast. Guys are so athletic and big. I think the biggest thing is making decisions at a quick pace. Plays happen really fast. You got to make split decisions. In junior, you got a couple seconds, where in the NLL you got a split second before you have to make the right decision. So the game just comes at you really fast, and it's just shift over shift. You gotta make the right plays.
Well, I think it is too. We're kind of popping a cherry here because this is our first episode without Uncle Frick, and I kind of like it, actually. It's a little more quiet. I don't got to worry about interrupting anyone. So you boys this is like a season. This is like an MVP award right here. Hey, Uncle Frick, oh, you're not here, buddy. But anyways, so when did it really first hit home when you're like, okay, I belong now? Like, was it a game, maybe a matchup that you had, like a big goal or a moment? Like, when do you say, okay, I belong in the NLL? Like, you got drafted, you're in the game. When did you just feel, okay, I belong in this game? We'll start with Launch, so then you can go first.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was probably my first game in Roch. I've had obviously a really tough rookie year, and just didn't have any success. And my first game in Rochester where I got traded, I feel like I had a couple goals, couple assists, and I just felt super confident. It wasn't necessarily that I did anything special. It's just that it was the first time, in the league, my second year, first game, that I felt really confident there, and that I wasn't stressed out. I wasn't anxious. I just was playing my game. That's kind of the first time I felt, all right, like I can make a career here.
Honestly, I think mine might be the same game, which was my second career game, which was Lanch's first game in Roch. I think we were in Sask. My first game, I just remember, was a home opener, first game against Calgary, and honestly, I don't think I had a point. We were playing against Delbs, and they're big defense back there, so I don't think I really did much. And then going into the second game, just kind of felt a lot more comfortable. Like, hey, it's just another lacrosse game. Like, you've done this your whole life. So I think it was the same game against Sask. So it's pretty funny how that works, but just kind of getting comfortable and confident, and yeah.
And don't you feel that too, sorry, Doc,
Oh,
but don't you guys even feel
buddy.
like too, like even Launch compared to your rookie year, like don't you even feel like, even I watched your rookie year lots, and even compared to your first couple of games in Rochester, I just felt like you were way more involved in every aspect, from like even getting a little dirtier in certain areas, but even throwing cheap shots back. I just thought your game was kind of like a little bit different though, Launch. Like you kind of had that edge again that you really didn't, even if you were nervous your rookie year, you just didn't have that kind of that swagger that you had through junior that way. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm kind of saying? Like, it wasn't kind of the groove, and you didn't feel it in your rookie year. I don't know, for whatever reasons, you just couldn't get in that groove. Then all of a sudden you get traded and you go fucking off for whatever. You know what I mean? Like, did you kind of feel that too?
Yeah, I mean, some of the boys give me, some shit for it sometimes, that I throw some cheap shots, and then, I get like Byler and the boys coming back me up. But T-Mac actually had my back this weekend, San Diego. But yeah, I feel like that's when I'm at my best. If I'm a little bit chippy, if I'm a little bit chirpy, when I'm playing that way, that means I'm super confident, and when I'm confident, I'm at my best. So I just didn't have that in Georgia, and I felt like it just spiraled every week, of being more anxious, and as the games went on, it was just a kind of a spiral of getting worse and worse, and feeling less confident. So yeah, found that in Rochester, and you know, we're definitely taking a step to the next level with this team.
Nice.
Convey, you had that one this weekend too, the dead ball foul with like a couple seconds to go. You want to talk to us what's going on in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of our motto as a team and as an offense is just 5 strong out there. We're all in it together, and just kind of we all have each other's back. So it's just one of those things where, obviously I don't think I'm a dirty player or anything. I'm not the toughest guy in the league. I won't pretend to be or anything, but just kind of having that mentality that we're a pack up there, and if someone's going to try and take a cheap shot at one of us, we're not going to kind of forget it or let it slide. We're gonna come as a team, and we're gonna have each other's backs. And I think that's just kind of a good thing to have as a group. And I think we all love each other. And we all have that belief that someone else is going to have our back if something happens to us. So
How would you, I guess, like you kind of described it, but how do you describe the team internally versus how people talk to you guys on the outside?
well, just internally, I think we're just a really tight group. I think Dan Carey's done a great job of just bringing in the right people and the people that fit our culture. And we're not a cliquey team or anything like that. It's 25 guys, and we're all tight. We're all brothers. We all have the same jokes, and all like to laugh together and kind of spend time together. So I think just as a team, we're just really tight, and the culture that is built over the last 3 years where I've been there, and even before I got there, when I walked in the room, it's been really nice to see, and I think Dan's done a great job with that.
And to also, I mean, I played with Hazen as a captain, and he wouldn't allow it if you weren't a good guy or a good team guy that way. Like that's why he was a
Absolutely.
captain, and that's just the way he rolls. You know what I mean? Like he'll hold you accountable. And so plus me, I played for O'Toole when he was in net. You didn't want to. I mean, I did get in trouble a lot from him for ball watching, but anyway, yeah, like he'll definitely let you know and hold you accountable for sure. But yeah, they're great
For
guys. They're
sure.
great leaders. That's why they're great coaches for sure. I agree 100%.
100%.
So what? So like realistically though, in there, like if from a fan point of view, like what makes your group dangerous, you think, going throughout the year? Like you guys, like I said, I mean, obviously to me, I've said it since day one being on the podcast. Show me a good goalie, I'm showing you a good coach. Obviously, Hartley, when he's healthy, like he's top notch. But I mean,
Man.
is it starts with them, or what do you think from there on in?
I mean, I just think we're deep. I mean, Ralphie, like he's like when he's on his game, I think he's as good as anyone in the world. And I would say Hutch is like a completely different style, and he's super consistent. And you're kind of like two polar opposite goalies. So like, if someone's not having a good week, like you throw in someone else who has a completely different style, and I think we kind of got like a good 1A, 1B going back there. The defense, I think, is really mature. We've added some really nice pieces with some young guys like Pacino and Jensen. And then the offense is super balanced. Like, the lefties and the righties, teams get, if they want folks on one side, like the other side is going to be able to kind of exploit that. We got size, not myself, but we got a lot of size up there. We got some, feed first guys, some shoot first guys, some guys that do a little bit of both. So I just think we're pretty balanced and complete as a team.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, no, I
No,
completely agree. I think it's just our depth, and just we can beat you in different ways. I think our defense took a step forward last year, and obviously they showed it in the first game this year. And if you get 60 saves or whatever Ralphie had, I think you got a good chance to win any week.
God. Yeah, I
The
would say
saves
one
that he
thing.
was making too is just
Oh,
unreal.
yeah, like
It's
that
just
one
unreal.
sequence when he made 3 in a row was gross. But it was funny, though, as I'm watching the game and they pull a Riglieri and put it in Dunkerley, I felt like, and you guys didn't score on a Murray, I felt like, say, boys, you're just shooting on you're shooting on your goalie. Big, long stick, like same way that he was playing,
Yeah.
like almost like you're obviously not as good as your goalie, but he just reminded me of your goalie so much when he went in there. Obviously, you got to him, but that was the thing I'd say. Like, when you guys when your last Zed comes in and was banging bodies, and then you got Hogger just doing the Hogger thing, running around like a madman, getting loose balls, causing trouble and all that stuff. I mean, and I think Doss said it yesterday, like you guys are deep and moving the ball and unselfish, which is
Deep,
huge key on
deep.
offense. And how did you like playing your debut with Zed Williams up front.
Yeah, Zeddy's awesome. I mean, he's one of the nicest dudes I've ever met. Super unselfish, willing to do anything and everything. From day one, he's been really receptive to like, trying to build chemistry and trying to, learn, kind of how to fit into our offense. And, he hasn't played in a year. So I just think, the sky's the limit for him in our offense. Like he's going to, continue to mesh with us, as games go on.
What's it like? Like you guys, both of you are on the roster. Ryan Smith, Fields is on the roster. Then Brad is looking on in when he comes back from injury. Like it's such a deep roster. It feels like kind of you guys are building that SAS mentality is, everyone eats and it's not just one guy carrying the ball.
Yeah, I think that's a big part, like we just talked about, was our depth, and I think it's also the kind of the consistency and the chemistry of we've had pretty similar, like the same offense for the last 2-3 years. Obviously, we had Zed, but for the most part, it's me, Lanch, Smitty, Waters, and Fieldsy, and Hogger has been there now. This is his second year, so it's like we've had the same kind of 7-8 guys over the last 2-3 years, and just building that chemistry when you don't get to practice as much as you want to, you don't get to play together as much as you want to. It's like when you have that year-over-year consistency of good solid players, you got the chemistry, you know what each other likes, and you know what each other does well, or where you need to help each other out. So I think just the consistency and the depth is just something that's really helped us out on the offensive end.
And even like Connor Fields, what's it like watching him as an American growing up and getting into the box game? Like ever since he's got to Rochester, he's been putting up 100 points every single season.
Yeah, it's nice to play on the same two-man with him. He draws so much attention that kind of helps make my job a little bit easier, where teams are so focused on him, where if I can set a pick and get him a little bit more open, they might double team him and I'm open, or if he gets even an inch to shoot, he'll shoot it, and he can score from anywhere, as seen over the last couple of years. So it makes my job pretty easy, and I think we're all super grateful to play with him.
So, Launch, if I was to say what's one thing that McConvey does on the floor that doesn't show up on the stat sheet but matters every shift, what would you say about McConvey?
I would say he comes off the bench and goes hard downhill right through the middle every shift. That's something as an offense that we've tried to instill. I think about halfway through the year last year, we just, we're in a little bit of a rut, and we said we're going to change some things up. We're going to have some non-negotiables. And that was one of them. And T-Mac does that better than anyone. He comes off the bench right down the middle, bangs bodies, clear space for Fieldsy to kind of go to the half wall and grab it. So that's one thing people probably don't notice. I mean, people obviously notice all the rest of it. I think T-Mac's one of the best lefties in the world. I said that in an interview a couple weeks ago. He's got every tool in the book. He's so big. He's so strong, fast, shoots the ball unbelievably well. He got good vision, and he works his bag off. So, sky's the limit for him, but that's something that people probably don't notice.
Nice.
Thomas, same thing for you.
Oshawa should be listening to that right there. Oh, sorry, wrong.
Thomas, same thing for you. What's what doesn't show up on the stat sheet that you can take out of launch, and everyone should take out of launch's game?
I think it's just like the calmness and the composure with the ball. When he has the ball on the right side, I know he gets a lot of assists, which show up in the stat sheet, but that kind of comes off of him just being so calm and composed. And we know that when he has the ball, if we're on the left side, we're just going to try and bang a body, get to the middle, and he'll find you in the middle. So I know when he has the ball, it's just if I'm open, he'll find me, and just his presence out there, that calmness that we know, like he's going to make the right decision with the ball, and whether it's shooting, passing, or whatever it is, he's going to make that decision, and he's one of the best passers in the game. So as lefties, cutting through the middle, he's going to get the ball to you, and you're going to have a good chance to score. So.
Who's the loudest chirper between you two?
You don't even need to ask between these two. We don't need to ask it, because McConvey doesn't say boo if you told him to say boo, and Launch doesn't stop, so we don't even need to ask that one, because we already know the answer. Guaranteed 100%. Who chirps more? That's what they're going to ask.
Who chirps more?
Yeah, T-Mac, he's a little lippier now. He got a little lippier.
Chirpy now?
But
in junior, he wouldn't say boo. He's one of those guys that you want your daughter to marry, because he's just nice, quiet, nice guy, hangs out. Yes, sir. No, sir. Now he's changed, eh? You changed a lot?
Yeah, he's getting a little lippier. Last year, I can't remember, I think we were playing Albany, and someone chirped him, but something with Mimico. I can't remember what it was, and he just gave a big right in his face, a big thumbs up. Nice one.
Yeah, that's how you don't say
I
anything
don't.
about Mimico. You can say whatever you want, but don't
Yeah,
say anything about Mimico.
yeah. I don't. Sometimes I get in there, but sometimes I just leave it to the other guys and let me play to the talking. But sometimes it's fun to get in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What's the biggest adjustment offensively that you have to go from junior or the college in the NCAA to the NL? Like even for you, Thomas, playing in the PLL, what's the biggest from college and then from launch? Let's stick from junior to NL.
Yeah, from college to the PLL, the PLL game is just so different than any other field lacrosse game. You know, the short shot clocks, the shorter field. You add the 2 point line. It's really just a completely different game. Whereas junior to NLL it's the same game. It's just a little bit faster, quicker, all that stuff. So yeah, PLL, it's you just got to make decisions really quickly. I guess it's the same in NLL as well, but only get a little bit of time out there, and I feel like the game goes so quick, especially in the PLL, that you don't get the ball in your stick that much. So you got to find other ways to contribute. So it just kind of off ball play is just so important, and getting other guys open through cuts and all that stuff. It's just a lot quicker, a lot faster, and you got to kind of make every shift count. Every time you touch the ball, you got to make it count because the game's so quick that you don't know how many opportunities you're gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of alluded to it earlier, but just like the windows close like really quickly. If you're, like if you're carrying the ball and you get like half a step, you like in the NLL, like teams are on you really quick. They double team, they slide really quickly. Guys are big and lengthy and fast. You kind of have to read the defense a little bit better, and kind of know like where the slides are going to come from, like where the possible openings would be. If you get like a kind of a skip pass to a shot, like the lanes close quick. Guys get in lanes really quick. Guys get on your hands really quick. Goalies are square. So it's really tough to get things going if you're not making decisions really quickly.
Is there a goalie or a defender when you first got in the league that either just crushed you or a goalie made a great save and gave you a little chirp? And then when you first got in the league, do you remember anyone saying like that? Or is there a guy that you just don't like going against already, even defensively?
I remember
Uh,
I remember playing Graham Hossick my rookie year, and they were telling me I was in obviously like more of a pick role, which isn't isn't gonna work very well for me. And they kept telling me to get Lyle open and set pick for him, and I just could not get even close to Lyle. Every time I tried to push in, he would just pick me up and throw me to the outside. And so Lyle, I remember at halftime, I was like, just slip in, go backside, and give me a one-on-one. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I see myself.
I said it the other day. I said I think I'm the same age as you, and I don't know, man. Like I don't know what guy we'd rather go one-on-one with between him or Mike Messenger, but like I'm off the floor. I'm getting out of here. I'm okay.
Yeah,
Your
Messenger's
butt
meaner,
ending
but
his toes. Your butt ending
Hossick's
Hossick's toes with your stick accidentally or doing something. Those shoes on, like for sure, those shoes on. You're just sticking your stick right in those and just jamming them on. Yeah, they're so ugly, like so ugly. No fashion.
I don't know how he does it in those things, to be honest. I have no idea
Right.
how he plays in those things, but all the credit to him. He does it.
I. It's not the look good, feel good motto I would play with, but it's not bad. I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, what about you? What defender you hate? What do you hate going up against?
I don't know if there's a particular one. Obviously, you guys just mentioned the big bodies of like Hossick and Messenger, and I know Vancouver's got a bunch of them, and Beers and Dilks and Mitski and all those guys. So just being a bigger guy, kind of using my size to my advantage, going up against a bigger defender where they're kind of harder to move, or you kind of have to change your way a little bit. So I think just kind of the big defenders are a little bit tougher. Obviously, I think everyone obviously probably says that, but yeah, you just got to kind of find different ways to make it work, and you can't always dominate physically, especially at this level.
Is there a veteran in Rochester that kind of made a real impact on you or kind of showed you the road or just tell you how to be professional that way? Is there anyone in particular or kind of took you under the wing that way or just kind of more or less everyone on there? Or
Yeah, we got some great leaders. I think I lived in Roch my first 2 years. So I was around guys like Rylan Reese, Brad Gillies, and Dan Coates a lot. So they kind of mentored me into how to be professional and how to treat your week to week and all that stuff. And I think we got a great leadership group. Coates's been the captain for a while, and I think he does a great job. He's just such a good leader. He knows how to speak and how to say stuff that gets us fired up or kind of calms us down in a situation. So I think we always kind of lean on him a lot, and he's done a great job for us.
Yeah, I mean, Coates, an unbelievable leader and one of the best professionals I've ever been around. Yeah, Curtis Knight, I think, was a guy for us that just did everything. He was such a good professional. He didn't say a whole ton, but he just let his play do the talking. Like, he just did everything for us. He would get to the middle.
Yeah.
He would get on and off the floor hard, battle in the corners for loose balls. Just completely unselfish. And such a good team guy.
That's good. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good call on that one.
What game day routine is like, in your rookie year, you probably wouldn't do it now. Has it changed or could same routine?
I think mine's pretty similar. Shoot around, get some Chipotle or get some lunch and take a nap, and then it's a Starbucks coffee right to the game. So it's worked out pretty well over the last 3 years. So I just kind of kept sticking to it and haven't really changed much.
I don't drink coffee anymore. That's why I changed up. Forgot how to catch the ball when I was in Georgia. So
I've never had a coffee in my life. I hear it makes you hyper, so I couldn't take it. I've never had a coffee. So you guys totally go off in San Diego, and I'm not gonna lie, I knew you were gonna win, but as soon as I heard Smallsy and them were out, I might have put a little cash on you guys, and that was easy. But you guys went off for points, which obviously doesn't matter because it's a team first motto. But I told these guys yesterday, the Ian Lord goal followed by the block shot with the head were the play of my game for me. Like the crippler on the break, like a hoop. Did you pass that to him, Launch?
no, Matty
did. Yeah, like a great catch followed by the crippler right 5-hole, and then followed by the head. I'm like, what a warrior with the beard, the friggin' thing. He looks like he's 85 just strolling in there. Hey, like what a beauty.
Yeah, he's the best. I think the bench went the loudest for that goal. I think that was the 15th one. And I think that was when the bench got the loudest. The boys love that one. So he's the best. He's a good locker room guy, and he's always good for a good story. So we love Lordy.
Yeah. So was it one of those games though where just you guys are just feeling it? You know what I mean? And like obviously, like I think Rick Mary's a top 5, like I think he's a great goalie, and you guys just made some good shots on him and made some like good plays and all that, and it was just you guys, I mean, just feeling it type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a couple of us were seeing it early with T-Max, Smitty, Fieldsy were finding the back of the net, and then everyone else kind of got into the party. But I think we had like less shots than any game last year. Maybe I could be way off on that, but I feel like we didn't shoot the ball nearly as much because we were, one of our keys was kind of work for good shots, not to pass up on the good opportunity and work for a great one. So I feel like we were working them deep into the clock and not settling for just like average shots or good shots.
Well, yeah, to just watch it too. Like I said, sorry, Dawson, like I said earlier to the other guys, when an old guy gets on in a groove early, like isn't it the best? Like when you're coming out of the first quarter and you're 2-1 or you're 2-2 and you're like, let's fucking, this is gonna be a fuck. Not that you're thinking point night, but you're just thinking the sticks feeling. It's like you can just smell 10 points, just smelling them. You're just like, oh yeah, I like it. You know what I mean?
I was joking with some guys after. I think I scored like the 10 seconds in the game or whatever, and it's like that was the first shift of the game, the first time I touched the ball all season. It's like that's the best way to start the season as an old guy. It's like your first touch, it's in the back of the net, and you just kind of got the first one out of the way. So exactly, it's nice.
Like, and then you guys go on to I'm just looking through the stat sheet right now, like until the 3rd minute, like it goes 1-1, like halfway between, and they don't score until middle of the 2nd quarter. Like I knew as soon as that happened, they came back a little bit. I was getting scared.
I was thinking,
again,
don't you guys start
a little bit? Yeah. Me and Tully was hoping our bets would go through,
I know.
But it definitely did, and we appreciate it. My bank account appreciates it. But who's got the worst music on the team bus, and who controls the aux cord way too often and probably shouldn't?
I think we changed it up this year. I would say Tyler Biles should never be on the aux. That's my guy. It's just like the heavy rap. Can't do it. Medi's pretty good. Medi's kind of our guy right now. Medi's pretty good. He's got a nice range of music in there.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't do rap or anything, so Byler, we can keep Byler off of it. But Medi's got a good pregame. He's 1 for 1 right now, so we'll let him keep going.
Yeah. And so that's the thing too. Like, I love Gilray. Like, Gilray is one of the most. I mean, now he's starting to get some love, but like how he is not like 1-2. Like, I'm not just saying it now, but I mean, I'd put him right with Hasek for like, because I think, like, I mean, he's that good in my opinion. Like, he is that good in my opinion, Gilray. Like, he does everything, and he's so nonchalant about it too. Is the best. Like, God, he does everything.
Yeah, I don't think he ever gets tired. I think he, like, in practice, he does every rep. He's always sprinting around. Like, going up against him in practice obviously makes us a lot better as an offense because he's so long, he's so rangy, he's quick, like, and he's got the hands and the stick skills. Like, he can score. If he played he probably scored 25, 30 goals. So, yeah, he can do everything out there, and I think he makes us better in practice for sure. And he's just such a stabilizing force back there for us.
What does Dan Coates do for the dressing room? What's the veteran presence of him bring to the dressing room?
Mr. Serious.
He does everything for us. He's basically like a fifth coach or whatever it is, sixth coach. Like, he's so locked into the game. He's so smart. He's so and he's so vocal. Like, he knows exactly what to say and when to say it. And he's just a beauty all around. Like, he knows when to get the boys for a laugh or when to kind of take everything serious. He's everything for us in that locker room, and that's why he's the captain and he's the best leader around.
Yeah, Coates's the absolute best. Best leader I've ever been around. So professional. You know, like T-Mac said, he's vocal, but he's not just like always vocal. Just hear himself talk. Like, he picks his spots and leads by example. Like, you know, treats his body so well at his age, and he's just the absolute biggest beauty too.
So, if you guys were to look ahead 5-8 years, and you were to say, okay, I was successful in 5-6 years, what would it consist of? Like, number-wise, just not obviously number-wise, you don't want to get new, but like being realistic, like championships or longevity, like what's your like goal? Obviously, it's whatever, but like, what's your goal, say in 5 to 8 years, and say something? What would they say about Thomas McConvey and Ryan Lanchbury? Like, what do you think?
You want to take this one first, Lang?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the obvious answer is championships.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got the group to do it. You know, we're kind of coming into our own now. For a couple of years we've been building, been young, you know, especially on the offensive side. But you know, we're not shying away from it this year. We're not scared to talk about it. Yeah, we know that we have to show up and play really good, you know, really well every game to win. But we know that if we bring our best, that we have what it takes to win a championship. We've got the right pieces. From the back end to the front end. So I think that's the main goal. I think for me, another thing would be I would love to keep this group together for as long as possible. You know, we've kind of had a similar group for a couple of years. I would love to be like one of those teams that, you know, in 5 years we still have, you know, mostly all the same pieces still together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think the main thing is obviously the championship, and like Lance said, I think we've grown. Where, you know, my rookie year is kind of like, oh, we're young, we're learning, we snuck into the playoffs, we got some experience. Last year we kind of took a step forward and kind of moved up the standings a little bit, but still played a great Vancouver team and lost in the first round. So I think this year it's kind of all about getting that home playoff game and trying to push ourselves and keep taking steps forward. Where, you know, a first round playoff loss isn't what we're about really anymore. And like 2 years ago, that was a successful season to get some playoff experience. But like this year, I don't think that's what we're kind of looking for. And I think that's not an unrealistic expectation with the group we have. And obviously anybody can beat anybody in this league. Nothing's taken for granted. But I think if we play our game, we can go up against anybody in this league. So I think that's kind of our number one goal here.
I think
Launch, let's talk
obviously
about
nothing against
Totally.
nothing against Hutchie, but
Go ahead.
and Hutchie's great if anything ever did, but knock on wood, but if Hartley stays healthy, I mean, I think definitely you guys, sky's the limit. And obviously, Harley's going to have bad games, which every goalie does. And you got Hutchie coming in, which is great. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best part of it all. Every goalie's going to have bad games, but you got Hutchie backing him up for him. And like I said, Harley's just one of those goalies, and he looks like he's in a groove, hopefully. And knock on wood, and you know, I mean, I just like kids staying healthy, and that's the biggest thing with him. As long as he stays healthy and plays, I think you guys got a great shot at it. Very impressive.
100%.
Launch, let's go to the 2025 President's Cup. You put up 32 points, 15 goals, 17 assists. How do you not make the first team All-Star team?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It didn't really bother me. I didn't even know that they were announcing that at the time. I ran to Jumbo afterwards, and he was going off about it. I'm like, I honestly had no idea that they even announced it. So who cares?
You let the whole entire tournament, like, and then the other part of it. What's it like playing with Hall and just seeing how many President's Cup you've gone through? Like, everyone talks about the Mad Cup, but one of the hardest probably trophies is just a pure beat down on people and taking licks and wicks and bruises. Like, I've seen guys walk out of a President's Cup with bruises I've never seen in my entire life.
Yeah, it's a grueling tournament. And Joe Hall is about as unique of a human as I've ever met. I've heard stories for a couple of years now, but seeing it live all summer, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. So yeah, happy we could get one for him. I'm hearing the rumors that he's not done. He wants to keep doing it.
It's only so many things you can put on your legs to just hold them up, though, isn't there? Like,
yeah, but he's it was great. It was a great summer. It was a really, really good group of guys, and yeah, happy we could do it for the Muskies. I know it meant a lot to them.
Before we jump over to Thomas, what is your 2026 summer season look for you? Back with the Muskies, Senior A, where do you want to go?
You know, I haven't put too much thought into it. I'm definitely probably leaning towards.
You can be honest, and we just wait to see who makes the best. Who makes the best phone call? We can be honest, a lot. It's like, it's all gonna happen. Like, no hold buttons on this one, but
Which one has the biggest brown bag?
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there.
I thought I'd just take it away so you didn't have to say it a lot. That's why I try to help you.
I appreciate it.
Convey, for you, you know, the PLL just came up with a bunch of changes, the schedule getting longer, bigger. You know, NLL wants to switch over this summer in a couple years. The PLL wants to switch over. How do you interpret the new changes that came down?
Yeah, honestly, I enjoy playing in both leagues. I grew up playing both field and box. I want to continue to do that for as long as possible. So, yeah, hopefully the overlap, or they can kind of figure out what's the best schedule for both leagues and make it work for guys that want to play in both leagues. I think that's the best case scenario, is to not make guys choose, because then you're just kind of splitting it up like we have in golf right now. You have two different leagues where guys are split up and no one's playing together, no one's happy, and it's just not the best product for the fans. So hopefully it can all get worked out, because I know a lot of guys love playing box and field, and I know a lot of American guys that grew up playing just field have now come over to the box game, and they really enjoy playing that too. So hopefully they can kind of figure that out together and keep it together, so that guys don't have to make a decision and can play in both leagues still.
I know one thing. Me and Launch will be playing in the Live for sure. Guaranteed.
Talking about selling out for the most money, eh?
Guaranteed. But one thing I was going to say, though, yesterday we were talking to the two guys that are getting the unboxed game in Edmonton, and one thing they did mention, they did mention what they're just a thought of a 40-game season of the NLL running from like May to September, 40 games in that time frame where there's no hockey, basketball, nothing. So you own the arena and almost have like the major series across and all them as a minor feeder, and then you got 40 games playing. Everyone's making big time. You know what I mean? Well, just quickly, what do you guys think of that? I was like, I love the idea.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer that. more games. You know, I think that would be just better for the league overall to grow. And I mean, that sounds great to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not against that either. You know, the more games, the more obviously all of us are looking forward to the games all the time. So if you play more games, I don't think anyone would say no. And if that's the best way to do it for business, then I think we're all for it. So I guess we'll see what they figure out.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to jump into rapid fire. Usually it's rapid fire by Frick, but rapid fire by Frick is not here. Fricky's not here. So it's rapid fire by Dawson. From the creators of the strongest shafts in the game comes the Tonkka. Built like a truck, forged in fire, tempered in chaos, approved by NLL defenders. Use promo code Tonkka 95 for 15% off of all items at loadinglax.com. Boys, I'm telling you, if you guys get hit by Tonkka, you'll know that Loose Mesh Boys told you first. It hurts. It hurts. Trust me. Quick answers, no thinking. Biggest superstition.
I put all my left pieces of equipment on before my right.
I do the exact opposite. I do right then left. So
One team that you hate playing against the most.
I think it's Buffalo. I think it's
Buffalo.
Probably pretty across the board on that one.
Funniest teammate in the room.
Josh Medeiros.
Yeah, that's Matty.
Best chirper on the team.
Ooh.
It might be Medi again.
He's pretty chirpy.
But it's like chirping up. Medi chirps us.
I caught him out actually to chirp your own team. I caught him that.
Worst road trip in the league.
I don't know. It was Albany. I'll say Vancouver because it's so far, but Vancouver's fun. Yeah. So we'll say Sask. Sask is good.
Yeah.
Long flight.
If you have girlfriends, you should have said Vegas. It's so boring in Vegas. Like, it's so bad.
most intense practice guy.
Coatsy.
Coatsy or Gilly?
Teammate you most trust in a 1-goal game.
Ryan Smith.
Thomas McConvey.
I meant Ryan Lanchbury.
One word to describe Rochester when it's rolling.
I like our team. Relentless, maybe. I don't know. Kind of come at you in waves.
Yeah, I was gonna say wagon.
Wagon train. Good. That's good.
Alrighty, boys. I appreciate you guys coming on. Keep killing it in the league. I know I like watching it, especially when there's a ton of goals. I'm sick and tired of these 9-5 and 11-2 games. It's getting over and ridiculous and tiring. I appreciate you guys coming on, and thank you so much, and keep killing it.
Good luck this weekend versus
Thanks
Philly, boys. Good luck.
Charlie, what a beauty guys there two are. You know, if you have those two in your lineup, I think you're starting something dangerously in Rochester. You know, Hansey, O'Toole, they have a good roster coming up.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Just and young, like they said, like young and enthused, and all they do is score goals. And like they said too, the best thing for them now is chemistry and not getting, you know what I mean? Just getting a guy like Zed in with his leadership, that's fine. You know what I mean? They're not tweaking much. They're just making a little tweak here, a little tweak there. And that's what it is. It's chemistry on offense. And I look back to the years when we won in Toronto and Rochester, it's like all those guys played together for a while, and that's what it takes. They got to have that. Your defense can have one or two coming in here, but they got stellar D. And like I said, Hartley's always been good. He's just got hit with bad injuries at the wrong time. He's always been a gamer. Like, he's from Orangeville. Yeah. Of course you're a gamer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just natural. So it is what it is for sure there, buddy.
100%. Like, man, if you just go through the roster, Medeiros, who you had over in Panther City, Jake Bassino, like Ian Lord, Zed Williams now joined the fold. Jeremy Thompson at the face-off dot.
Yeah, you got
Dan
Gilray
Coates.
and Gilray, Jensen, and then you got Biles to answer any Biles. Like, I think I know he's tough for thing, but he's underrated. Like, he's up there with the best of them, in my opinion, for sure. So yeah,
even you know, like, man, like they still have that ad like Brad McCauley when he gets back from the injury that he suffered in the fight against Calgary in the preseason. Like, once they get back, like, it's just just keeps going and going and going.
Oh,
That's
for
what I
sure.
said, like, on the podcast of yesterday,
And
right?
he makes a great move too, Doss, by getting now if someone gets hurt on the left side, he's got Grennan backing it all up. So he's got a
Yeah,
guy sitting out that can
and
play in the
Granite
league
too.
occasionally.
Yeah, like,
Like it's just a good
just
move by Dan Carey
man,
and Hazen. Hazen's got them all running now. He just got to keep them on track. And obviously they're gonna have games that they're not the best, but I mean it is what it is. And
like,
they're better than I thought, actually. You know what? I knew they were good, but it's
yeah.
only one game in, but they're real good. Like they're real good.
And like, honestly, Vancouver's older,
Yeah.
but they're all like just with how many the older guys in Vancouver compared to in Rochester. But man,
Oh, yeah.
like, give
Oh,
me
no,
that as
Vancouver
a
knows that.
final.
Vancouver's got to win. Vancouver's
Yeah,
got to win 2 the next 3 years, where
yeah,
Rochester maybe can sneak
for
one
sure.
in like next year or maybe whatever, and they can win 3 in a row like Buffalo in 2 or 3 years easy if they all stay together.
Imagine if that's the final this year, Rochester versus Vancouver. Like,
Oof.
if Hartley plays like that again, give me that. Give me that.
What a matchup that'd be.
All right.
All right.
Oh God. Story time by Steve Toll. It's powered by Niagara Hamilton Fitness Solutions. Why Hamilton Niagara Fitness Solutions? Because it's ran by Dan, a former St. Catharines athletics captain, a straight-up lacrosse guy. At Loose Mesh, we represent business that come from the sport, that give back to the sport. This is partnerships that fit us truly. Hit them up again, totally. Until someone buys something, man, you're going to be setting it up for the first
I'm
one.
going to be setting up and delivering. Like I said, he's got treadmills and heavy free weights. They deliver right to the place. And obviously, he's ran by Dan, and a future before him, his uncle, like another lacrosse player. But he's just an all-around nice guy, giving back, like I said before. So go in there, buy Niagara Fitness Solutions. Great people, great things in there. And hey, make it a New Year's resolution. Get fit. All right, boys. Well,
I like that.
It's story time with Steve Toll, the legend with the laugh and the stories that roll from the floor to the bench. He's seen it all, so sit back, relax. It's story time with Steve Toll.
This story time happens in Panther City. So we are there, played on a Friday night, and then we decided that we were going to stay till Sunday and have a little team and coaching bonding. So Saturday night, we decided to bond as a coaching staff, and it was me, TK, Hammer left early, Jordo, and Gowns. And TK decided that, you know what, Panther City was well known for the kitty cat, and he tries to always explain why the kitty cat, what's going on with the kitty cat, this and that. So TK said, let's get a kitty cat tattoo. I'm like, I'm not getting a kitty cat tattoo. Like, it's literally a stick of a kitty cat tattoo. That's what he wants to get. So I said, I'm not getting one, TK. Gowan says, well, I'm not getting one. I told him to get one. Jordan says, well, I'll get one if those two get one. And we're just crushed. So we go in the tattoo parlor down from the hotel, and the guy says, $100. So I stroll out. I said, I'm not paying $100 for a kitty cat tattoo. It's like 5 sticks, like literally 5 sticks. So I go walking out. What's TK say? I'll buy your tattoo, you cheap thing, but you got to go first. I'm like, no. He's like, yes. I said, no. He goes, yes.
No chance.
I go, what are we doing here? He goes, get on the table. You're getting a kitty cat tattoo. So lo and behold, let's just see here. Where's the kitty cat tattoo? Oh, I can't even really show it. I wish I could. But it is honestly, it is a stick of a kitty cat. But the best part is, so TK goes second, right? TK goes second. He gets a kitty cat tattoo. So then Jordo goes. He gets a kitty cat tattoo. Then Gowns goes. And all of a sudden, the tattoo guy starts laughing his head off. And we're like, what's he laughing at? Well, Gowns got a boy kitty cat tattoo. Can you see the little extra piece on the kitty cat? That's what Gowns got on his leg. Where we all got the kitty cat, Gowns got a boy kitty cat tattoo. Honestly, we were we laughed, and then we laughed, and we laughed. Gowns literally gets up, and he goes, I got a boy kitty cat. And we were dying laughing. So we all had kitty cat tattoos, girl kitty cats, and Gowns got a boy kitty cat with a penis. So honestly, it was a funny. He paid $105 for the extra stick, by the way, too. Yeah, he paid extra $5 for the stick. But honestly, it was the funniest thing. So we all got it right on our leg, on our thigh. TK got his on his arm because he has 1,000 tattoos as is, and it's the only way it would have fit. But honestly, the best thing was though, and it's still to this day, it's a memory that we all have together of having the kitty cat tattoo, and we even called our group chat kitty cat. Like, it was funny, and it was just one of those things that the four of us will have together as a memory of our. Well, three of us have a girl, and then Gowns has a boy kitty cat with a penis. But honestly, it was a night to remember, and honestly, Hammer was like, that's what coaches do. That was bonding. You know what I mean? Like, we were so tight together that way that we ended up getting a kitty cat tattoo together.
Oh, please tell me that there's a picture of all of you guys together, please.
Well, I don't know if we could get all our legs in there, but I could see if one of us have it. Jordo or someone might have it. We could have it, but yeah.
We gotta find that for the pod.
Oh,
with
yeah,
all you guys with your kitty cat tattoo.
I can't even get mine. Like I said, well, I probably actually could get mine up there and see it. Right. Oh, nope. Can't see it yet. Can't see it. Oh, there you go. There's my kitty cat. Yeah, there's my kitty cat tattoo.
Oh,
so it was classic. But no, it was so fun, and it was just one of those things. So anyways, that's the quick story time by Steve Toll. It was a short episode because we missed Uncle Frick, who's moving to the borough. Miss him, love him. Still a better show without him, but we won't tell him that, or he won't hear it. So anyways, that's a wrap, I think, Dawsy?
Yeah, we got Frick's picks to go into for week number 4. Before we get into Frick's picks, it's always sponsored by Coolbet. Tolly, you want to win a trip to Edmonton for the NL Unboxed? How's that sound?
That sounds pretty good. That way you don't have to pay for it.
Now until January 3rd, every $10 you bet on the NL, you'll earn 1 raffle ticket to a trip to Edmonton to see the Swarm take on the Roughnecks. Just use bonus code BOBEDM before getting started.
Nice.
Coolbet is the #1 sportsbook for all box lacrosse, whether you're looking to sprinkle on the money line or hit some exciting player props or ride with Frick's picks every week. Coolbet is your one-stop shop for all box betting. New Year's, we got a good deal for you. You can double your first deposit to $200 when you use our exclusive promo code MESH. That's MESH, MESH. Sign up today at coolbet.ca and brace the unexpected. But remember, as always, Tolly, stay cool, bet responsibly, even though that there's some roster changes on a daily basis. So we're going to go with Vancouver. Fricky's going to go with Vancouver. We're going to go with Vancouver. Vancouver versus Oshawa. We're going to take the handicap spread at -1.5, and we're going to get that there. Sask. We're going to take Sask as well. I think they're going to bounce back from, the game against Ottawa. We're going to take them on the spread there at -1.5. And then our third one, we're going to take Vegas in the home opener in Sin City with, hopefully, we'll get to see Chase Frazier as the first time in Las Vegas. We're going to take the money line with Vegas. Totally, that was plus 330. That was plus 631 on Coolbet. But our good friends over at Coolbet boosted it to plus 725, getting almost another plus 100 just from betting on Coolbet. Before I kind of put it, hey,
I thought it was betting because we bet on Vegas.
Because we bet on Vegas, yeah. So plus 725, you're getting boosted odds there. So if you put $20, you put $20 down on that. What are you getting, Tolly? Do you know?
I'm not involved in those bets.
Come on, you got the maths in your head, no?
I don't. I'm not betting those. Frick is.
You're not betting those, man? You son of a gun.
Anyways, I can't tell you who I want because I'll get in trouble, so I can't tell you who I want. I'll tell you off air.
No worries. Hey, all right. Tolly, thanks for joining us again, and thanks for coming on for 2 episodes this week. We had to squeeze in our good friends over and with Jordan and Chris and have a good talk with them with the NL Unboxed. And kind of learn information, as you just said on this
Oh
podcast
yeah,
too.
for sure. Buddy.
So if you haven't learned to that podcast and you just came by for the boys and you want to learn more about NL Unbox and what it's about and why it's Edmonton this year and is there a team coming to Edmonton and how long maybe and all those type of stuff, it's over there. It's a good episode. We break down every single game there was, even the Rochester.
Yeah.
So hey, like again, go and watch the episode. Enjoy Loose Mesh. Follow us on every single platform. We're even on TikTok now. You're on a TikTok legend now, totally, with your story
Oh,
time.
my God.
Loose Mesh everywhere. Loose Mesh Pod, POD. Follow us, subscribe to us. Again, there's still that loading lacrosse giveaway. They're giving away a Tonkka head, and all you have to do is hit the subscribe button on YouTube. It's one click, actually two, because you subscribe to us and you subscribe to them on YouTube. Subscribe to them. Send me the receipts that you've done both. You're entered in the way to win a Tonkka head. It's simple. It's easy. And you win in the head, man. And this head, totally, it hurts, man. It hurts.
I know.
This head hurts.
I heard.
It hurts, man.
I heard.
And like even your boy Gasher's using it. Like
Oh boy,
the way he swings out there
oh,
might be chopping some trees now.
Could be.
Hey, we never got into this actually. What do you think about Gasher getting that 5-year deal?
I like it. He probably live in Toronto, live with the boys. Yeah, I'm telling you, nicest kid in the world, great kid. Again, he's only gonna get better and better and better and better. It's a good deal. Good signing. Probably got him cheap, probably got him under the thing, so they probably got a good deal of it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a lot of teams are looking for that, right? The nitty-gritty and stuff to add to add to everything there. Like, there's your next Billy, Toronto.
I know, buddy. No, I know. I hear you.
Alrighty, Jolie. Thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for everyone. Enjoy. See you guys. Enjoy the next week.
See you next week.